So welcome back. We are going to study silver price, gold and Bitcoin. We see here in the price of silver, we made a very important price action here because I had a very old weekly level here around 1894 and it show up in the 1 hour chart right to the same level. So I was ready to be wrong with more bearish signal for silver, but then it got quickly rejected after testing that area. So I'm going to move the music out. So I still believe that more bearish signals and more bearish strength for gold, silver is still out there. We have the target, which is the level of the date of September 21, that's the date of the Federal Reserve moving all the conspiracy theorists, the Vatican Bank moving all the money, the Queen, the dissolution of the Knights of Malta, and the lack of liquidity in the energy companies in Europe, maybe some problems in the financial sector, and the ECB warning that they were ready to assist them just in case, but not real good action in the price of the euro against the dollar. So it was quite stable there, quite stable around parity. So nothing happened, but we have the target. So if we repeat the previous cycle, we have cycles of maybe 500 years of the price of the level of the interest rates going higher and higher, between 500, 200, and 400, and that's the cycle of rate cycles. And the last one was 1,000 days going up. So we are just starting back to normal, and we are here. Once we go above this level, that we will go in less than 20 days. The target could be 4 or 5% that is already being discounted by the forward curves pricing that we will stop there, which is very weird because the level of mortgage rates are much higher and signaling that we could go even higher. So the market is not pricing all the pain so far and all the risk. Everything is basically too quiet. So Bitcoin was also too quiet. Let's go first for gold. Gold was very quiet. It went to the resistance. If you see here, I was checking this sideways movement. It was very tight morning in New York today, and then it went down. It was previous hours, the very early hours was very tight and it failed. This reactivated the possibility that we will see new lows in precious metals between September and October, but the time is running. So I was ready to accept that the lowest low for silver was already done. If you check, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive bullish candles, but we failed to break that very old weekly resistance, and we were heavily rejected in that area by professionals checking this important level. And guess what? This level here was prior to the crash. It was a movement high with a gap in the middle. It's like they hate that area. And I go back to weekly charts, and you will see that. Check the date, 2008, before the crash, we have that high. Before the explosion, we have that high. We have 2013. Next, we are seeing that this level is moving again, and it fades completely. The case of silver, I could be wrong. The target was this low here, 1566 sorry, 1750, the low. But the issue that we failed here is quite an iteration mark, so the real target will be on September 21. If you remember, I made an update about the for the price of gold. I go back to gold here. You will see that gold failed for 3 consecutive days. Let me go here. 3 consecutive days to go here. This is daily. It's like testing, but not going higher. So this is interrogation mark of for sure. September 21 will be the end of this testing. Something has to give up. And in the case of Bitcoin, because it's behaving really like a precious metals, going nowhere, just like gold. Here, go to daily charts, the same story. You are moving in a range, specific range, but a bit more volatile, but you see the same price action moving a bigger range, but the same story. So if you remember that I made an update that this is extremely risky for Bitcoin because I gave a target that between August or September Bitcoin is risking its life, and if it fails to control this range and goes to the downside, everything is possible for Bitcoin, even 10k. So far it's really looking like it's respecting this range, but its test of fire will be also on the September 21 or before that date. So this very reaction today was very important, but for Bitcoin to leave the dangerous area, well, we are far off from there, is 24, the area of 24k, and the 24k for me is this target here. If you go above this target here, you could play for a new uplet here. I don't believe this is not for me. I don't like this price playing a sideways movement, but in daily charts, in intra-daily charts, you go for a swing. This was correct trade. You wait for a tight range and you wait in the moment where it's very important liquidity in the New Year session and go up. That was the right trade for gold, and it was made today. So this is a quick update. So far, I believe that from a strategic point of view, euro has to continuously support the liquidity in the euro market, so they will add liquidity. That's what they said this morning, and they also increase interest rates, and they worry for the energy sector. They have a problem there, and maybe they will start doing some reliefs and pretty more assistance, and that will be bad for the euro in the long term for the next year. So, but also we have, from technical points of view, we see the level of the euro. If we fail this area between 0.98 and 99, we could go back all the way to 90 cents, 90 cents, 10% lower. That's the target professionals are watching. Should we fail the recent lows in the euro USD, and you will see here in the target in the monthly charts. Let me go and zoom out this level, or maybe with trading view I will check this. If we go down, we should use trading view. I don't know why I'm not checking today this all the candles here. I don't know why. Let me go here. I could show you the euro USD in the monthly. Let's go to the monthly charts. Let me go to log, and if you see, all the professionals are warning that should we fail this area here, you see better here, the same lows of the beginning of the 2000, and or you can go all the way back, all the way to the 90 area. There is no other support for the euro, and you could crash very hard. So far it's been holding here, so everything is going according to what being saying, that the risk is for the bounce here, a risk to the upside, but if we fail will be complete crash. That's a risk for the euro dollar now. So we wait, and we wait what happens to Bitcoin. I'm not interested in Bitcoin. I'm following gold here and silver, and I could be wrong with the wave count. I went, but if I'm correct, it will be a disaster for precious metals and for crypto. If I'm correct and we may see new lows, it will be very, very, very heavy punishment for this asset. So the correct way to trade this in this moment is to wait for the failures like we saw today, or the corrections like this one, when you get the pullbacks in the moments of high volatility and in the moments of high liquidity for precious metals, and you wait and respect the range until it gets out of this range. If you get out of this range, you are safer. That's my main strategy here. I'm waiting, and I repeat, I could be wrong with silver. I went very, very hard with silver, but this 1 hour failure is clearly saying that we are still in danger for precious metals. And should we see a daily close above this level next week, and we keep that level in the weekly charts, then silver is, for me, out of the vision for this year. So this is my update, and thank you very much.